At the instant of a gossip, you are there. It's not just silence and closing your eyes. You're not reflecting, you're just sleeping. If you're struggling spiritually, best believe you're struggling in every part of your life. Hey lover, I'm Nuella and you're welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see from today's title, that this is a new series titled Becoming Better. This is the first episode and there is no better time to launch this video than today because it's my birthday. So you guys go to the comment section right now and type happy birthday to me. Today is my birthday and I feel like, why not give you guys, these tips that I've been ordering, that I've kept so personal over the last few months. It has helped me personally and I thought I should share with you guys because you guys are my besties, you guys are my lovers. On my last birthday, which was last year 2022, I took a deep reflection on the trajectory of my life and I realized that it could be better. And to be honest, it started with the right mindset of being better. I just knew within myself that I wanted more for myself, and that mindset changed my entire life. And to be sincere with you guys, it wasn't an easy journey because there was no manual on what to do, how to do things. I just basically navigated these things on my own. But I count you guys lucky because right now I'm gonna give you guys all the tips, so you don't even have to do anything on your own. All you have to do is follow these steps religiously. Of course, edit it to your own choice. Make sure it's suitable for your personality. You're not starting from the beginning because this is something that I've gone through, tried, tested and trusted. All you have to do is basically watch the end of this video, subscribe, like this video and share to someone or some people that might need this video. And without further talking, let's go right in the video.
It's the end of the weekend.
The first thing I'm going to talk about today is physical health and well-being. I'm sure you're not surprised why physical health is the first one, because that is the first impression that people get to see. Even before anyone talks to you, before they realize how intellectual you are, how vast your knowledge is, or how spiritual you are, or anything that you have within you, the first thing they see is your physical appearance. So you have to take care of this. You cannot and you should not underestimate the power of staying physically healthy, and that could mean a lot for different people. For some of us, it might be going to the gym, it might be going for that swimming class. I like to go to the gym, and I realized that aside me working out to get physically fit, it helps a lot with my mind, and we're going to touch on that very soon in the video. Also, when we talk about physical health, it is very important for us to point out the need to eat and the need to eat regularly. You need to eat. It's good to eat, but you also need to stay consistent with your with your eating at least twice a day. So you're not starving. You cannot just be going to the gym and pulling all this weight and doing all of this swimming without actually consuming something. Food nourishes your body, and I'm not even trying to be a dietitian or something, but there's a Yoruba adage that say okunu la fin gbe tita. If you don't consume appropriate nutrients, you will not be physically fit. I know how eating can be quite tasking, especially if you live by yourself. For me right now, guys, it's been a struggle. I had to be intentional about it. I had to write out my food timetable, and I'm not sticking religiously to it, but sometimes when I don't have an idea of what I want to eat, I basically just go into my food timetable and there's so many things to eat then, and then I make something and then I eat. It can be tasking to have to think about it. Oh, what do I want to eat tomorrow? What do I want to eat? It's a lot. I get it. So if you guys want me to share my food timetable, it will be in the description box. All you have to do is just click on the link. You can edit it to your to your own choice, to your diet routine and all of that, and you have it. My next tip is going to be on your skin pamper. I say skin pamper and not skincare, and I know why I'm saying that. For some of us, when we hear skincare, the first thing that comes to our mind is the products that influencers and social media content creators have basically shown to us on social media and online resources. We are so some of us have spent a lot of our savings on always buying products and just putting everything on the skin, but I'm here to tell you that skin pampering goes a long way than even you trying to apply this and this and this on your face, on your skin, on your body. It goes beyond that. And I'm not saying that these products don't work. I'm not saying that there's no use for that, for the products. But what I'm saying is that there are other things to do whilst you're still using the product, or whilst you're not even using the product. There are things to consider. There are foundations to be laid in order for this product to even be effective in the first place. The Bible says that if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? And I know that I sound spiritual with this, but to be honest, this just applies to the principle of life. You have to make sure you lay a foundation for whatever you're doing, and then when you build on it, you're not just accumulating debt. You are actually, you would see the results. Skin pampering is you honoring your body. How do you see your body? How intentional are you about your skin? Do you sleep on dirty pillows? Do you not mind using the same bed sheet for 2 to 3 weeks? How often do you change your underwears? How often do you do laundry? How often do you take your shower? Do you take your shower daily, or are you the type to say, I'm not going anywhere, I will not take my shower today? How often do you brush your teeth? How often do you look after yourself? These are like foundations and the bare minimum you should do as a person. Do you smell nice? Do you care about the way you smell, or are you just as it goes? It's so crazy how so many people actually ignore this bare minimum and this foundation, and they are so hyper focused on using products. They are so focused on the vitamin C serum, the exfoliating creams, and I'm not saying that I don't use these things. I personally love my skincare routine, but I'm not gonna ignore the bare minimum. I'm not gonna ignore the foundation, the nitty gritties. So when I'm even applying my vitamin C serum or whatever product I'm using, it's going to stay, it's going to work, it's going to be effective, because I'm not putting them on dirty skin, it's on a clean skin, so the work would be effective. You get what I mean? The way you look, it goes a long way. All of these things that I've mentioned, they don't cost you money, they don't cost you anything. You just have to be intentional about them. So if you guys want me to share my skincare routine, because I've actually gotten a lot of what your skincare routine, your skin is skinny, your skin is popping. And I know, honestly, once you invest in your skin pampering, you wouldn't even need makeup. Honestly, makeup is just a plus for me. If I want to come here and flaunt my skin, I can, because skin is popping. And you guys can see, it's not even just my face, because some people are so focused on how their face looks. It's just face, but what happens to the rest of your skin? Is your hand black and your skin is white? Is it giving rainbows? So you have to make sure that your face and your skin and every part of your body is even. So that means you look after every part of your body, your skin, your hair, your nails, everything needs to be intact. If you guys want me to share that skincare routine with you guys, just let me know in the comment section and I'm gonna be up. So that takes us to the next tip, which is the spiritual well-being. Spirituality goes beyond going to a church service. I am sure a lot of you have heard that this word is spiritual, and to be honest, that's the actual truth. You cannot live this spiritual world with your physical weapon. I am a Christian and I can only speak from a Christian point of view. It's not about going to church. Why are you going to church? You need to get to a point in your life where you are intentional about finding God for yourself. And it might not necessarily be by yourself. It might be difficult for you to navigate spirituality on your own, because you only know as far as you know. And there are people who God have literally put there to help you. They've been through this season of your own life, this season you're trying to navigate. They've been there, done that, move on. All you have to do is consult them, let them know that, okay, well, this is the path I am, this is where I want to go in terms of my spirituality. I want to know God for myself. Like my mentor said, Pastor Sarah Jakes Robert, on her IG post last night, that it's okay to be a student. Not having all the answers does not have to be debilitating. It's okay to do more listening than talking. In fact, it's even a blessing to listen more than to talk, because whilst you're listening, you're gaining more. You're receiving, you're adding to your knowledge. Reach out to people and say, okay, well, I think I'm struggling with this, I think I can be better with this, I think I want to know this more, I want to know about God. Who is God to you? How can you explain God to me? Reach out to these people and listen to sermons. There are resources all over the internet. It doesn't cost you money. All you have to do is just watch, listen, read. It's all over the internet. And your spiritual growth affects every part of your life. If you're struggling spiritually, best believe you're struggling in every part of your life. It might not seem like it, but if you look and reflect deeply, you would realize that actually, if I'm doing great spiritually, it's more likely that I would be doing better in every part of my life. And I'm not saying that you don't have to strike a balance, but you need to find God for yourself. And that takes me to my fourth point. Personal space and the power of the mind. You see, our mind carries so much power. There is absolutely nothing that a man can do if our mind has not processed it and confirmed it. Everything outwards is a reflection of what is happening in your inner mind, and that just shows that you need to prioritize the sensitization of your mind. I have a few things that I do that helps me position my mind in a positive way in order to serve me right, and that includes journaling. My own type of journaling is I have a jar, and I'm going to show you guys in this video. In this jar, I basically write out my wins, my high moments, my celebration. That includes like going on trips, passing an exam, important dates, things that just makes me happy that I don't want to forget, because it's so quick for us to get over the moment. We have a very short time span. Sometimes we are very happy, oh my god, thank god, all of that, and in 2 weeks you are literally over that moment. So I saw the need to write it down, because once you write something down, it exists. Another thing is I speak to my inner core. So in my inner core, I have some of my friends that make me laugh, pray with me. I have someone who listens to me. I have someone who gives the best advice. I have them, and God has been really faithful in terms of that. What kind of friends do you keep? And I'm going to go to friendship. Listen, you need to take your life seriously. For some people, it might be meditation, it might be mindfulness, it might be yoga, it might be, anything that just helps them to calm their nerves. Some people also read books, and if you guys want me to recommend a book that I read that changed my entire life in terms of like rewiring my brain and my mind, just write it in the comment section. I'm going to link it in either the comment section or in the description box. I really hope that I don't forget all of these things, but honestly, these are resources that helped me. You cannot stay in your comfort zone and expect changes to happen. You need to reach out to all this, because they are out there. These resources are available. All you have to do is just use it to your own advantage. So also, speaking on the fourth tip is the personal space. I'm going to divide it into the 5 human senses. Sights. What do you see? What do you allow your eyes to feed on? What are the things that you consume daily on the internet, on social media? Because I'm not even joking, there is so much and so many things online these days, and if you're not careful, you would most of us are content creators, and a lot of us are content consumers. We consume content daily, in fact hourly, every second. You are on your phone. Even right now, you are consuming my content, and that shows to tell you that this is what we do on a daily basis, subconsciously, consciously, without even you knowing you're consuming content. So you have to be intentional about what kind of content you feed your eyes on, because it goes a long way. These eyes send a signal to your brain, and your brain basically, instruct your body on how to behave, how to act. So if you're not careful on what kind of pictures, what kind of visuals your eyes feed on, you'll probably send the wrong message to your brain, and your body will, start acting somehow, and here you are wondering, what's going on, why are you acting like this, why am I suddenly changed? It's because of the kind of content that you've consumed when you don't even realize, and now they are playing into your reality. One of the best tips that I am going to tell you is that if you realize that the most of the people you're following on social media do not help your growth whatsoever, trust me, you don't need them. Unfollow them, mute them, get rid of them, because the truth is most of them don't even know you, and they don't really care about you, and that's just the truth. So you have to do yourself the favor of choosing you. I know their content might be funny, I know that it might make you laugh, but in the long run, how does it serve you? Does it make you see yourself in a better light? Are you being a better person? Are you leveling up? Are you just making money for them? You have to think about this and then choose yourself. I would say unfollow them and follow the right people. There are so many people online, so many people are on the same journey as you, or the same journey that you want to be. So why don't you follow those kind of people and let go of the people that are basically drawing you back into where you don't want to be? So you have to make a right decision and choose yourself. And my second human senses is hearing. What do you listen to? What kind of information do you pay attention to? Are you the type of person that goes from one blog to another? At the instant of a gossip, you are there. oh, this person did this person, you are, you are the one following all the blogs from one blog to another. Every, hate train, you are there. Gossip thing, you are there. This and that, you are there. I know it might sound funny, and it might be, oh, you're not taking it seriously, like you're just catching cruise. I get it. But the truth is, it perverses your mind. You become negatively minded. You're not happy at the sight of good things. When good things happen to people, you are very quick to find out there must be something wrong. It's because of what you've consumed. It's because of what you've allowed your mind to be used to. You are used to hatred. Yeah? There are good things happening in the world though. Some people are actually making it. Some people are actually living the beautiful life. And if you allow yourself to be optimistic, if you allow yourself to get used to good things happening, you would make progress in life. And it's okay if you've done that in the past. Now you've heard, ignorance is bliss. Now that you have knowledge, light has come. You are no longer in darkness. You know better. You have to do better. Unfollow those blogs. Stuff, you might still, because you are used to it, it might take a while for you to completely get rid of that part of you, but be intentional about it. When you hear, oh, this person is happening, this thing is happening, this person is doing this, before you take that step to quickly go and rush and find out, take a step back, breathe in, breathe out, and ask yourself, why? What would this serve me? Why? What's the reward? How will this thing, this news that I want to go and find out, this information, how would it benefit me? If the answer is no benefits, no. If the answer is nothing, that's your answer. If the answer is nothing, if the answer is, oh, why am I rushing? Why is my heart palpitating? Why do I want to know about this thing so bad? If the answer is not to benefit you or to make you happy, like positively happiness, not the kind of happiness that brings people down, then that's your answer. And by so doing, you will get used to love, you get used to good things, you will get used to happiness, you get used to peace. You will have the kind of peace that the Bible says, peace that surpasses human understanding. I feel like I'm going all over this and I'm taking it personal because I'm so tired of hate train. I'm so tired of cancel culture. I'm so tired of people who are so happy at the sight of bringing people down. Let's do better as a community. And it starts with you. It starts with myself. The third sentence I'm going to talk about is touch. And now this is quite controversial and I'm going to talk about it anyway. Valuable things are less accessible to. Let me make an example. Diamonds. I'm sure we've all heard about diamond, but very few of us. I'm talking about raw diamond. I'm not talking about diamond ring or diamond chain or diamond wrist. I mean, those are actually valuable things, but I'm talking about the actual raw diamond. We've all heard about diamond, but not every single person have seen it or behold it. So that shows to let you know that valuable things have less access. You need to carry yourself with so much value. You need to see yourself as a valuable entity, as a valuable being, and restrict access to yourself. Not everything needs to have contact with you. Not every who and what and how needs to touch you. And you guys know what I'm talking about, right? So let's move on. The fourth human sense I'm going to talk about is taste. Not everything is made for your consumption. There are some things that you should eat, and there are some things you should peel away. You don't have to try everything. Just because person A is doing it and they, succeeded in it, does not mean person B should do it or person B can do it. We all have our potentials, our strengths, our weaknesses. We are different people with different strengths, and we have different assignments and different purposes. There are some things that you will try, and it will take the grace of God for you to come out of. So be wise in choosing whatever you want to taste. And then the fifth one is the senses of smell. And in this video, I translated it into perception. What do you perceive? What are your perceptions about yourself? What are your perceptions about life? What are your perceptions about the world around you? What are your perceptions about the people around you? How do you view life? Are you a very negative person? Are you very pessimistic? Are you the type to basically give up even before you start? Do you see the bad in every situation? And to be honest, we all had this at some point or the other, because this mindset stems from childhood trauma, abuse, poverty, These are the kind of things that basically create this kind of perception about life. Try to limit people to your own mindset, and you don't see beyond the scope of your environment. But the truth is, you know better now, so you can do better. There are resources, like I said. You can read books, you can listen to podcasts, you can watch videos, just like this video. You can watch, you can share to people so that they can also, learn. Because if you know better and your friend does not know better, it's not giving in it. Truth is, we are all students, we are all learning. I'm still learning, you're learning, everybody is learning. Nobody is an island of knowledge. Then the sixth point is reflection. It is easy to get caught up with all the activities in your life. You could be a student, you could be working, there could be so many things happening in your life that you're so caught up with day-to-day activities and you don't even have time for yourself. However, it is so much wisdom for you to take a pause amidst all of these distractions and noises and deeply reflect. I realize that most of us don't even know how to reflect, and honestly, no one is an island. Like I said, I didn't always know these things. I also learned at some point or the other. So I'm going to give one reflective cycle that is very easy, very practical. I've been using it and it's been working, and it's called the Gibbs reflective cycle. And basically it has 6 stages: description of your experience or the situation, the feelings and thoughts about the situation or the experience, how you evaluate the experience, the good, the bad, the ugly, because we are so focused on the bad of the experience, the situation, oh my god, how is it bad, what went wrong. But sometimes there are good things that is also in the experience that you should also weigh. This thing is good, how did I come about this? How can I retain this goodness? What can I do next time to retain this good? So when you're evaluating the experience, you also weigh the good, the bad, and the ugly. Then you analyze the situation to make a sense of it. And then the 5th one is making a conclusion about what you've learned, how to tackle it better. If in the future you have similar experiences, the things you could do differently. For example, you might be feeling lonely. As you guys can tell, I moved out not too long ago from my parents, and it's been me. So if I would want to reflect on my journey, the description of my experience is feeling of loneliness. What are my feelings and my thoughts about loneliness? How does it make me feel? It makes me feel down. Sometimes I want my family around. Sometimes I'm happy, and that is what I talk about, evaluating the good and the bad. Sometimes I'm like, I'm at peace. The peace of having to wake up whenever you want, having to eat whatever you want to eat, having to go to shopping whenever you want, having to there's no curfew, so that is me weighing the good. But the bad side is sometimes I feel lonely. I speak to myself 24/7 in my room. There's no response, just me or my phone. So that is the bad. And then I will analyze it in my mind. How do I want to come out of this? What do I think I want to do? And then I start thinking, okay, I need to find a church, I need to find a community, I need to put myself out there, I need to speak to people, I need to be friendly, make friends. This is me trying to overcome this feeling of loneliness bit by bit. And then I make a conclusion, okay, I think church. And then making an action plan is actively going to these places that I have thought about in my mind. That could be going to the gym, that could be going to church. And when I go to church, I'm not just sitting down. I'm staying after service to say hi to people, make friends with people, exchanging snaps, exchanging phone numbers, and all of that. So you guys see the process. So reflection is not just thinking in your mind. You also need to take steps. You also need to be active. You also need to, be critical thinking. It's not just silence and closing your eyes. You're not reflecting, you're just sleeping. And then the 6th point is silence and solitude. See, I cannot emphasize the power of silence, the power of solitude. The peace that comes with just being by yourself. Oh my goodness. It cannot be overemphasized. What is silence? Silence is the absence of noise. You just being still. And noise can mean different things to different people. It could be your neighbor knocking on your door, just one person knocking on your door. It could be actual noise in the market. It could be music playing. It could be distraction. It could be your phone ringing. It could be your assignment due. Change of routine. A lot going on. It could be activities going on. Your schedule is busy, is tight. Taking that time out to just be by yourself with you. It's you versus you at this point. There's no competition. There's so much benefits, so much things that you could get from solitude. Solitude helps you to rejuvenate your energy. You gain clarity about your life, about your journey. In the moments of solitude, you could also reflect. And sometimes you could be bare silence. You're just there. And then with time, your mind starts to pave way. It's almost as if, when you are on the computer and you basically empty your cookies, you have space. So it's almost as if you are deleting the files, and then there is space, and now you have clarity on your journey. You are able to see clearly, you are able to think clearly. There are some decisions that you could have made if you were just in the in the midst of all of this noise. But when you take a step back and allow yourself to stay in solitude, you are able to now navigate clearly, because now you can see and you are more logical over your emotions. I would make a separate video on the arts and benefits of solitude one of these days. Yeah, you guys will see it very soon. And the last but not the least point is friendship and community. The truth is, you cannot live life on your own. You need people, and people need you. There is so much that togetherness offers. Identify your value as a person, and then seek friendship with people that has the same value as you. There's a proverb that says birds of the same feathers flock together. It is easy to fly when both of you have the wings. But if one person has wing and the other one does not have wing, when you're trying to pull the other one up, the other one is pulling you down. Or when that one is trying to pull you up, you're pulling down one. Now you guys would not make that much progress, because you guys are on two different paths. You're on two different journeys. In friendship, I personally would recommend that you make friends with people that have similar values as you. It might not be entirely all the values, honesty, all of that, no. But at least there are some deal breakers. There are some very core values that you cannot change. So make friends with those kind of people. So it is easy to there's some baggages that you can't even fight. You guys both know that, oh yeah, this is who you are. Like, there is no fight, and it is easy for you to navigate life and also make progress in life, because both of you have the same journey. And I'm saying both, it can be more than two. You could be friends with 5-10 people, but at least there is the same value binding you guys together. And there are so many places that you can build genuine friendship and community. Churches, honestly, churches cannot be overemphasized. So many lifelong friendship that would help you spiritually, physically, mentally, in every areas of life. In church, find them in church. Church, school, working place, societies and clubs. If you play football, you do all of that, basketball, all of that, you would find people there. Drama club, music club, societies, all of these places, you would find people of like minds and values, there, and you guys can, make friends. If you keep to yourself, all of this just pass you by. So you have to put yourself out there, smile to people. The people don't always have to say hi to you. Sometimes you say hi to people, ask for their number, be the bigger person, because why not? Okay, why not? You should say hi to people. So yeah, I'm happy you guys watched the end of this video, and honestly, I know that these 7 tips would help and it will go a long way. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, make sure you share this video to people. And yeah, you guys were almost on 1,000 subscribers, and honestly, I'm so proud of this channel. I'm so proud of myself, and I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you so much for the love over the years. Yeah, yes, and happy birthday to me once again. Yeah, I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? It's the end of the week.